June 29, 2025. A night full of anticipation, emotion, and unexpected heartbreak. The stage was set at the iconic Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for a showdown that had the entire football world watching. Inter Miami versus Paris Saint-Germain. But this wasn't just any clash. It was Lionel Messi's first meeting with his former club since leaving PSG. Fans from both sides filled the stadium, waving flags, chanting, and holding their breath for what was expected to be a thrilling contest. As the players stepped onto the pitch, the energy was electric. Cameras zoomed in on Messi, calm, focused, but with something deeper in his eyes. Maybe it was nostalgia, maybe pressure. What no one expected, though, was how quickly that energy would be shattered. Netaja. From the opening whistle, PSG asserted their dominance. Their midfield trio moved with rhythm and confidence, slicing through Inter Miami's lines. The first warning sign came early, a missed clearance, a close header. But in the 12th minute, João Neves capitalized. He found space, took a precise low shot, and PSG were up 1-0. It was clinical. It was brutal. Inter Miami looked rattled. Passes went astray, tackles were mistimed, and PSG kept coming. In the 21st minute, Neves struck again, this time from inside the box after a quick 1-2 pass that carved the defense apart. 2-0, and PSG weren't even breaking a sweat. The crowd buzzed, half in amazement, half in disbelief. Then came the moment that crushed Miami's momentum entirely. A low cross fizzed into the box, and Tomás Avilés, trying to clear under pressure, redirected it into his own net. It was painful to watch. Heads dropped. The Miami bench was silent. Before the halftime whistle, PSG made sure there would be no doubt left in anyone's mind. Achraf Hakimi, picking up a loose ball outside the area, curled in a thunderbolt that kissed the crossbar and dropped into the net. 4-0, the PSG fans erupted. Some Inter Miami fans began to quietly leave the stadium. All this before halftime. In the midst of the storm, Messi kept fighting. He dropped deeper, scanned the field, and tried to control the tempo. You could see the spark was still there, the desire to lead, to lift his team. A few clever dribbles, a sharp free kick that grazed the post, but nothing that could crack PSG's defense. They were simply too organized, too ruthless. As the whistle blew for halftime, the scoreboard painted a devastating picture. PSG 4, Inter Miami 0. It was a half of football that no one could have predicted, not even PSG fans. Total domination. And for Messi, perhaps one of the toughest 45 minutes of his legendary career. The second half brought a slightly different tone. PSG eased off their high press, controlling the ball and allowing the game to slow down. Inter Miami looked a bit more stable, creating a few half chances. But the spark of a comeback never truly ignited. PSG's control over the match remained firm. The damage had been done. Still, Messi kept pushing. Every touch, every sprint showed heart. He was playing not just to reduce the scoreline, but for pride. His connection with the ball was as magical as ever, but tonight, magic alone wasn't enough. As the final whistle echoed through the stadium, PSG celebrated a statement victory, one that reminded everyone why they're champions of Europe. For Inter Miami, it was a moment of reckoning. For Messi, it was emotional, a reminder that football gives and takes, sometimes in the same breath. This match will be talked about not just for the scoreline, but for what it represents. PSG's sharp evolution, Inter Miami's growing pains, and Messi caught between his past and his present. One thing's for sure, this isn't the end of the road for Messi or Inter Miami, but it is a moment that will fuel their journey forward. Sometimes it takes a storm to shape a stronger team.